Hello folks, your Suzuki Xtreme experience this week, round one of the Suzuki 4-Wheel Drive Cup, coming to you from the central North Island. The Suzuki Cup is hosted by the Bay of Plenty 4-Wheel Drive Club. 3 rounds this year and 6 big rounds in 2009. And there's some big prize money attached to this competition as well. And a roaming trophy, of course, the Suzuki Cup. The Suzuki Cup is a series where the best of the best get invited and the standard of the rally is exceptionally high. This week's course was designed by Dan Cowper, who is also the clerk of the course today. The Bay of Plenty Club is affiliated with the New Zealand 4-Wheel Drive Association, and it's a big thank you to them for their initiative and vision in growing the sport of 4-wheel drive.
It's going to be an exciting day. Daniel Cowper's set up some awesome hazards out there. Really wet underfoot. As you walk across the paddock, it's slushing and mushing, and it's cool, mate. There's going to be heaps of throttle use, and it's going to be a lot of fun, so make sure you don't turn off this thing.
Well, this is hazard number 1 of the first round of the Suzuki Cup, and this is Ron and Debbie Sturm in their home-built V6 supercharged Holden-powered cable price-sponsored truck. So they're in the modified class. Now, how are they going to attack this? The weather has really torn this course to shreds. Essentially, it's one long mud bog. Now, they've got to get through here. Oh, and maybe they haven't attacked enough, and they're not going to do it, so they pick up 60 points.
They're deep. I thought they were still reasonably hard. Yeah?
What do you reckon Martin's going to do?
He's going to go straight up the centre.
Well, this is Martin Walton, the man that Ron Sturm was talking about. Tony Walton is his navigator. Now, he's really got to attack this. Got to keep inside the pegs as well. Yellow on the left, red on the right. And they donate the points. And he really does attack this hole. But he's not going to go much better, and he picks up 50 points. So he goes a little bit further than the Sturms, but I wonder if it is enough. Next up, this is Warwick and Russell Dahlberg from Whangarei in their home-built Holden V6 supercharged truck, sponsored by PDL. Now, see that they're taking a slightly different tack on the course, but you see too that they're still inside the confines of the course. Now, this just may work for the men from the far north here. The target is the 2 green pegs. If they get through them clean, they'll get a 0. They do get a 0.
You think you got the right line, eh?
We're happy with that, yeah.
That was the plan.
I think we've got enough power to get through there, but we'll probably fall off just along the bank on the far side there. And it's trying to recover and see how far we can get through the obstacle without getting stuck.
So another alternative here from Brian Howard and Ross Alcock in the Land Rover, powered by a V12 BMW engine. Howard Engineering are the sponsors. Once again, they're still in the confines of the course. Oh, they take a peg, and that's going to cost them, I think. Getting sideways is certainly going to cost them. And, well, it was a great plan, but just wasn't quite executed, and they pick up 70 big points.
Yeah, we've got to put her in the top and leave it there, I think.
Brent Ward and Mark Smith are next from the Wairarapa. Another one of the modified trucks, a home-built LS1 5.7 litre V8 space frame chassis, once again sponsored by Cooks. And this is the creme de la creme that are competing by invitation in the Suzuki Cup, and another slightly different variation on the Dahlberg line. Is it going to work for them? They're still maintaining forward motion. 0 so far. They go through the green pegs. Another 0.
Get it out. Yeah. So front locker up to the top, and then if I have to pull it down, I'll just offer the front locker and on with the front to bring the front down.
I just keep the front locker on most of the way, but yeah, like you said, you have to.
Man from the Bay of Plenty now. This is Phil Walton and Chase Rodder.
Yeah, mate.
Another V6 supercharged power plant home-built truck. Smooth Talker is the truck's name. Cooks Wire Industries helping out with the sponsorship. You see Chase there on the individual handbrakes, wheel brakes. Little short wheelbase is going to pay dividends here in the mud and slush of the central North Island. Still in the confines of the course, so far so good. Now it starts to get a little bit tougher for them.
You're right, drop off. Yeah, let it have it, mate.
Are they going to get a 0 here?
Here we go,
Phil Walton from the Bay of Plenty, he does so they clean the obstacle as well.
That's right.
So that's 3 clears so far.
Try and get up the hill first and try and stay high if I can. But I don't really like going first, but never mind, that's life. Somebody's got to go first, I suppose.
So this is Wayne Osman and Lynn White from Wanganui in their 383 small block Chevy powered home built. Gulf Western Oil are the sponsors. You know, Dan Cowper's built a fantastic course here. You've got through the easy stuff. Now it gets a little bit harder. Remember, they've got to keep in the confines of the pegs. It's red on the right and it's yellow on the left. and it's the least possible points per hazard. And you heard Wayne say he didn't really fancy the fact that he was going to go first.
I was happy with that. A bit nervous. Yes, thanks.
So a 0 there for Oarsman and White. We move on now to Pierre Lecive and Jareth Highland in their little Suzuki. Nissan powered Suzuki. Auto Marine Upholstery are the sponsors. Oh, and they've taken out some pegs and they've gone over the top they go. Well, sensational stuff. Well, they can laugh about it, but you've got to wonder why. There it is from a different angle. They pick up 30 big points and the Suzuki ends up on the roof.
Wasn't the line I wanted to take, but oh well. That happens, eh?
You'll be okay.
This is one of the production trucks now, and this is Ray Racing and Brent McKenzie from Counties Manukau. It's a 2.2 Toyota supercharged Suzuki 410. Brink's Chicken are the sponsors. Oh, and they got it completely wrong. Taking out a couple of the yellow course markers. Trying to keep in the confines as they go through the green pegs, but they pick up 20 points.
You want to be sitting in here, mate.
We're back in the mud and slush of our central North Island location. It's round 1 of the Suzuki 4-wheel drive cup.
The idea is not to bounce too much. Go smooth as possible.
Piece of cake.
Well, there you hear the confidence of Phil Bayliss. Now have a look at this. Now there's a couple of other things we warn you about here. There are white pegs at the obstacles as well. There's one there. Now if you hit that peg, that's an instant 20 points. There's another one at the base of this hill, and I think they're going to hit that as well. So essentially it's taking the easy way out. If you have to navigate around the white peg, it makes the hazard all the harder. Remember, you've still got to keep it in the confines of the yellow and the red pegs, and you've got to go through the blue pegs, not the green pegs that I've been saying. I must be colourblind. They are blue. Through the blue pegs he goes, but he's hit another white peg, so that's a total of 60 points.
I don't know what's going to happen, at the truth. Whether we're going to get traction on the hill or whether we'll slide off it like the last ones.
Are you going to take the weight?
Well, this is once again Brian Howard and Ross Alcock. They did a great job in Hazard 1. Let's see if they can keep the momentum going here as well. Now you know about the pegs. There goes the white one, so that's 20 points. The other thing we should tell you is you're allowed to brush against the course markers as long as you don't flatten them. Oh, great car control there, and there's an example. Just brushed against the yellow peg, didn't flatten it. Brushed against that one as well, so he's picked up a couple more points, penalty points there. We're up to 60 and we're not through the hazard yet for Ross Alcock and Brian Howard. Now we go through the blue pegs and it is 60 points for the men from the Windy City. This is Phil Conwell now. He's a fireman in his much modified truck. Now watch it, there's that white peg. See if you can see it. Is he going to drive round it? Attempts to drive round it, does so. So that's a great drive so far for Phil Conwell. Truck number 99. Hit that other white one, so he picked up 20, but that is a good score on hazard number 4. It's a tough one. This is Moose, Ray Morris and Karen Morris in their home-built Lexus-powered 4-wheel drive commercial parts world-sponsored modified truck out of South Waikato. Look at that, what a different mindset. You don't have to attack this course. If you've got the torque and the power to do it precisely, you can do it that way. That's what the Morrises are doing at the moment. You see they're negotiating around that white peg, so that has saved them an extra 20 points here, so this is a good run so far. And they're in contention for first place as we move into hazard number 4, and I think they're going to clean this obstacle. They do. So that is a great result for the Morrises from South Waikato. Martin and Tony Walton in their V6 supercharged Loose Goose Cook sponsorship. And look at the lean angles here. Oh, they got to watch it. Are they going to keep it on 4? Oh, they do, but only just. And they keep it in the confines of the course as well. They haven't touched any of the pegs. This is hazard number 5, and they are through. Look at this. They were so lucky here. They came within a gnat's you-know-what of nearly having a major problem. And they get the thumbs up from the officials, and why wouldn't they? Great performance here Malcolm McLeavy and Glenn Goodwin next to go. This is the same hazard. This is hazard 5. Nissan-powered modified truck. They're going to make it. They're getting very, very close to one of the pegs. They haven't got through the obstacle yet. Oh, and the car's turned round on them. Oh, that's taken them out of the course, I think. No, well, they scored just the 10 points. So they came so close. Wow, these people have come close as well.
On my side, not advisable. I'd like to tip it over on the navigator side normally.
Ray Hill and Gary Rennell.
What everyone else has done, hopefully.
Yeah, same as everyone else.
Mitchell Seymour and Jared Dodds are next to go in their Suzuki Special, powered by the Rover V8. Demon Energy Drinks are the sponsor for Mitchell and Jared. You can hear that engine beating away. It's hardly working at all, but they've already picked up 40 points and they're not going to go too much further. I think they've stalled out. So 40 points there for Mitchell and Jared. We move on to Mike Dudunsky and Graham Gobble now. And their Brand X home-built special. Now we'd expect these guys to do something a bit special, currently inside the top 10. This is still hazard number 5. And as simple as that, they made it look easy, did Mike Dudunsky. 0 points. This is Lane Jones and Ryan Bold. And the Toyota V8 powered home build. Space frame chassis. BJ Kings and Associate are the sponsor. And using all that Toyota muscle to get up this very, very rugged and stair-step hillside. I don't know if they're going to do it. Everyone's got everything crossed and their breath held, but they're not going to do it. They got so close to getting a 0, but they just couldn't get to the end, and they get a 10-point penalty. They're currently in first place. Hamish Oray and Hamish Simpson, the two Hamishes in the Steve Watkins Auto Paints sponsored home build. Same hazard number 7, currently sitting in 8th place, so they need to get a good run here. Oh, they're not going to do it. Over it goes. Oh, it ain't done with yet, folks. We're going to go over a couple more times, I think. So they got so close to clearing that obstacle, but then this. Just a Tommy tip over. So they will put a 10 on their scorecard. Jared and Russell Biggs now from Counties Manukau. Evo 6 Mitsubishi powered Freak. Hunting and Fishing of Westgate are the sponsor. They are Plenty 4-Wheel Drive Club providing the organisation and the skills to put on this, the first round of the Suzuki Cup, and it heads for the sky and it comes straight back down again. 20 points.
Safe there, right? That's where I just smack it into reverse, hits the pin, and I can put my foot down. Excellent.
Oh, look at that. Well, these guys currently in 7th place in Bad Blood. Schicker Earthworks are the sponsor. This is Ernie and Heidi Schicker out of Eastern Bay. It's a V6 supercharged Holden powered home built modified truck, and they make it look easy as well. Oh, they just kiss one of the blue pegs. It doesn't matter. They clear the obstacle. They clear the hazard. They scored 0 points, and that is good for them. That'll move them up.
Okay. Sweet. Yeah, mate. Where we'll go.
They are in a battle with these guys. This is Phil Walton and Chase Rodder once again. Smooth Talker is the truck. They're going into this one. They were in 6th, so they're just ahead of the Schickers. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going. You see Chase there with the wheel brakes. It really is a well-honed combination, this. The Schickers scored 0 here. What can Walton and Rodder do? Oh, I tell you what they can do. They can put a smile on the crowd's faces because they tip it over. It's only going to cost them 10 points.
You're used to this now, right? Yeah, part of the job. Really safe, Chase? Yeah, very safe. Safe as houses, mate.
Panicking a little bit on the roll there, but no, it's looking there. I was just trying to stop it rolling twice.
Here it is again on the replay. Have a look at this. And you can see from the grins on the driver and the navigator's face, it's all done in fun. And not too much damage to the truck. That one was a bit more than the Tommy tip over. And they were very lucky they didn't go over again then. Welcome back to round 1 of the Suzuki 4-Wheel Drive Cup, coming to you from the central North Island. Plenty more action. Let's go straight to it. This is Shane and Ruben Mason from the Windy City. They'll be used to this weather because we've got terrible weather here in the central North Island. It's round 1 of the Suzuki Xtreme Cup. This is the X-Ride's Mean Maori Mean home built, powered by a 3.5 litre Rover V8. This is hazard number 8. And look at the side of that hill. And over we go, and I don't think they're done with yet. It's cost them 30 points, and they're lucky not to get wet.
But yeah, just it kind of made him. It was a crucial area whether to put a bit of air in the front left, and I believe it just kind of when we got up on that ledge, it might have twisted under the rim, and as you can see, we flipped off the rim and ledge. And
here it is on the replay. We can see setup on these tracks quite crucial. You heard Shane mention then that they could have put some more air in the tyre, might have prevented that.
Attack it as hard as we can.
So this is Graham Kingston and Mike Boston from Bay of Plenty. Quick mention of Neville Duncan and the Bay of Plenty Club putting on this event. And this is the V8 Land Cruiser. Currently sitting in 18th place before they attack this. Hazard number 8. And have a look from the camera angle, just the camber on that hill, and over we go. And once again, luckily not to go over for the second time.
You can only manage one roll this time. I'm just quite surprised that. Normally we get a couple out of that sort of a hill.
It's that gallows humour that makes the sport so wonderful. Here it is again from a different angle. And that's not in slow motion, folks. That's full speed. It was a slow one.
I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go around the 6th one. Okay, yeah.
Well, this is past champion Derek Smythe along with Mike Rapin in their brand new truck. Leyland P76 sponsored, so alloy V8 power. And look at the way they're attacking this. Hazard number 8. That's the fastest pass we've seen so far. They're currently in 11th place. And they nearly got to the finish. They didn't quite go through the blue peg, so they score 10 points. Look at the speed they attack this at. The crowd loving this.
Out the wrong end, but nervous.
Well, that's the style of the defending champion from past competitions. This is the Whangarei pairing once again of Warwick and Russell Dahlberg, currently sitting in 2nd place. And they're attacking it as well. Oh, it must be a wild ride coming down the other side of the hillside. And they have gone through the blue pegs and scored 0.
That's scary.
Gonna go for 0?
Don't know, we'll see how big my gonads are.
Well, you heard the driver say that you've got to have a bit of a bravery to get through there and take no penalty points. And that means you've got to attack this course. And that's what these guys are doing. This is Lane Jones and Ryan Bold out of the Valley 4-Wheel Drive Club, and maybe the aggression just getting to them a wee bit there. And they pick up 10. Well, this is Neville Dunton and Colin Piper in their home-built HSV supercharged Holden-powered mobile sponsored Big Red. Neville Dunton doing double duty today because as part of the BOP Club, he is the main organiser here. Doing a fantastic job and doing a fantastic job on hazard number 8, scores no points. Mike G. Taylor and Alistair Bradley are next. Angus Pure are the sponsors. This is the Lexus V8 home built from Wanganui. Oh, listen to that quad cam Lexus V8 sing. Hazard number 10, and he picks up 10 points.
The trouble is that it's rained so much it's salted the ground, but I guess you have to drive to the conditions. Pretty much like driving on the road, isn't it? You've got to put your foot up it.
This is the McGregor combination now. Bruce and Barry in their Suzuki Vitara. Bunnings Warehouse are their sponsors from the Bay of Plenty 4-Wheel Drive Club. Suzuki 1800cc twin cam, so you don't need all the horsepower in the world if you can do it with finesse. And that's what the McGregors are trying to do at the moment. Hazard number 10. Doesn't pay to attack it too hard. Oh, maybe it doesn't pay to go too slow either because the McGregors tumble out and pick up 60 points.
I tell you that. Just fell over, yeah.
Well, maybe they misjudged the severity of the camber. Andrew Graham and Debbie Kelly now in their Toyota Lexus home built. Cowley's Hire Centre sitting in the top 5. Once and you get a graphic example of just how much camber that hillside is. But look at this, then you've got to drive right through the centre of it. And they do so, and they do it perfectly and score no points, so that will move them up in the competition. Viv and Jareth Highland in their Suzuki, Nissan-powered Suzuki. Auto Marine Upholstery are the sponsors. This still has a 10, remember. Oh, this is going to end in tears, and it does! Over the Frenchman goes! Well, you can see that coming a mile off. It's cost them 60 points. In fourth place, they're going to drop down now. This has a 10 still. Shannon Wellman and Shane Holloway in the Dave Toohey built truck. It's a Subaru 2-litre Boxster turbo-powered home built. Can't mind getting dirty in this sport. Certainly with the conditions we've got here in our central North Island location for round 1 of the Suzuki 4-wheel drive cup. They get up and over the top, and do they clean it? They do. Well, after 10 hazards in our morning's work for the Suzuki Xtreme 4x4 Cup, we've got a tie at the top of the table. It is Warwick and Russell Dahlberg, along with Lane Jones and Old. Third place is Neville Dunton and Colin Piper, and in fourth place it's Ernie and Heidi Schicker. Fifth place is Mike Dudunsky and Graham Goebel, and they have 70 points.
And what did you guys think of the hazards? Pretty slippery out there.
Yeah, it was slippery, but we really enjoyed them, and they were really good hazards for us. We did all right on them.
Well, if you want to see more, stick around, because next week on Suzuki Xtreme we'll have part 2 of our coverage of the Suzuki 4-wheel drive cup, coming from our secret location in the central North Island. We'll see you then.